So the first of 3 mini events leading up to Global Go Fest has just started. It's the Serene Retreat, and with it comes the release of Gigantamax Rillaboom into Pokemon Go. It cannot be shiny, and for that reason you probably don't really want to be spending any money on it. Well, at least I don't. So I'm going to tell you in this video how you can do 5 for free, at least if you're playing in person. Okay, so one of the bonuses during the event is the collection limit for particles has lifted from the usual 800 to 1600, so it's actually possible to stack up to 2200 particles if you collect them in the right way. Well, just check there. So I can collect 1600 more today, and I'm going to start off by collecting my 300 from walking and then go for a walk because we need to do that again. So the Serene Retreat event starts today, May the 30th, and it's the only one of the events that actually starts on the Friday before the weekend. So in terms of being able to claim the extra particles or being able to do 5 free battles on the first day of the new Gigantamax, this is going to be the only event that makes that possible. So we've done our walk, we collected the first 300 and collect 1300 more for today. I'm going to go ahead and collect that second lot of walking. So now we're up to 600 collected, we have 1000 left, and we are here right next to a power spot. So we'll collect the 800. Oh, hold on. No, it won't even let me collect from collect the particles. Yeah. Oh no, I have collected, it just didn't come up. I've now collected the 600 for walking plus the 800, and I can collect 180 more for today. So in order for me to actually do that, I need to get that amount below the 1500. So I'll probably just unlock a max move on something or power something up, and then see where we end up, where we collect from the last power spot. So this event starts today, May 30th at 10 AM and goes through to Tuesday the 3rd of June, 8 PM local time. And with it we have the following bonuses: a half hatch distance, 1.5 times hatch XP. As mentioned, the max particle collection limit increases to 1600. We get 8 times max particles from power spots, so 800 for every spot we want to spin. We also have an increased chance to either hatch or encounter shiny Muna from special research, and we have an increased chance to encounter shiny Morlul in the wild and in research task rewards. Now there is a pay ticket for, I think it's $2 US, which gives you a bonus of 1.5 times hatch Stardust. Personally, and just my thought, it isn't worth it, especially when the main focus for the event is going to be 2k eggs, which are already giving the least amount of dust that you can get from eggs in the first place. So our wild spawns for the event are going to be Chansey, Marill, Furfrou, Cutiefly, Morlul, Kamala and Hatenna. Everything there except for the Hatenna can be shiny. And the rare spawns for the event are going to be Snorlax and Chimecho, again both of which can be shiny. Especially noteworthy with wild spawns, both Morlul and Chimecho, and Morlul especially being available in the field research tasks is a great one to stack for future community days or other Stardust boosted events to be able to catch during those times. And Chimecho on its own is base 1000 Stardust per catch, so if you're planning to go out and play for about half an hour or so, or an hour or two, it's worth popping a star piece. Big focus on 2 kilometer eggs during the event, which are going to be hatching Chingling, Muna, Spritzy and Skrillex, and then Gigantamax Rillaboom are going to be featured in some power spots in between 6 AM on Saturday morning to 9 PM on Sunday evening. So taking a quick look at the collection challenges, because well, there is a hatch challenge, it's called Floating Wonders. And I kind of get it. Well, actually no I don't. I thought I got it, but I didn't. Skrillex doesn't look like it floats, but the rest does. And I can promise you now, not really too much a fan of the hatch challenges, so that's honestly just gonna sit there like it is. I've got no intent on completing that. The other two, however, the Dreamcatcher Collection Challenge, which looks like we need to catch a Morlul, a Hatenna, Kamala and a Snorlax for an incubator. And then the Cutie Collector, which I've somehow already completed, which that must be a Cutiefly hiding under that tick, a Marill, Chansey and a Chimecho. This one I have completed, so this one will give us the award of 2,500 Stardust and an encounter with Muna. I was at 1890 particles, so we're going to do this Machop, which brings us down to 1490. No shiny. Okay, so if I go to the power spot tab, I'm now at 1490 out of 1500. So I should be able to collect these from this power spot, 820 collected. So it's going to be my new total for the day.
Oh, that's fantastic.
2310. Now, if you haven't seen already on the interwebs, Gigantamax Rillaboom is currently live in Japan, Osaka, where GoFest is taking place in person, where many players from all over the world have already been able to take part in remote currently. The other advantage that they also have over there is the fact that they have an increased amount of people that can actually join their lobbies. Our experience Gigantamax limits us to a lobby of 40 players, but we're seeing on the Twitter feed alone, we're seeing lobbies of 200, even up to 300 players or even more, which is absolutely insane, and I've got my own theories as to why that might be the case. But what we can at least be sure of is that when this event does go global on the Saturday and Sunday your local time, those lobbies are going to be back to normal, so down to a lobby of 40 people. I can't actually believe I'm saying down to a lobby of 40 people. To be fair, it's still quite a lot. So very quickly, let's talk counters, starting off with the best tanks that we have available in the game currently. And I'm going to throw this out for everything bar fighting types. My number one tank on the list is always going to be Gigantamax Blissey. For myself, there's just really no argument or comparison. With the current event, Chansey's also in the wild, so good time to catch those and trade away over the next few days to be able to get some XL candy that you need to be able to power up a Dynamax Chansey or Blissey if you have one. Other excellent options for tanks are going to be Charizard, if only using for tanking, Charizard or Dragon Breath, which is a legacy move. If you have a Gigantamax Charizard, that could also be used during the Dynamax phase so that you can use its max move to do the attacking. We now have in the game Dynamax Rookidee, which evolves into Dynamax Corviknight. Personally, if I don't have a hundo, I don't think I'll be powering any of those up, just because that does have a Gigantamax version which is going to come out later on. But if you are using it, use it with the fast move Sand Attack. We also have either Dynamax or Gigantamax Venusaur with the fast move of Vine Whip, or Dynamax Rillaboom with the fast move Scratch, as a tank only. And our current best options for attackers are going to be Gigantamax Charizard. Again, if you're using Gigantamax Charizard, it's okay if you want to use Dragon Breath, because Gigantamax max moves are based on the typing rather than the typing of the fast move. Next best on the list is going to be Dynamax Darmanitan with a fire type fast move. I recommend Fire Spin. Then we have Dynamax Entei with either Fire Spin or Fire Fang. You can also use Dynamax Moltres as either a fire or a flying type attacker, so Fire Spin or Wing Attack. Dynamax Cinderace with Fire Spin, or Dynamax Unpheasant with Air Slash. And again, the reminder that they can't be shiny, so maybe don't go so hard. As for ourselves, here in Tauranga, New Zealand, we've opted just to sort out a meetup for one day, because I think it might be a bit difficult to get enough numbers to be able to get everyone out for a second day. That's just our thoughts based on experience from even some of the Gigantamax that could be shiny. Okay, and quite simply, that about covers everything. It shouldn't be really too long a video. There's actually, in hindsight, not a lot going on, so a few small events over the next 3 weeks, which will soon roll into Jangmo Community Day and then into Global Go Fest. So with that, I figured now is as good a time as any to let you know that I've, for the first time ever, opened up memberships on the channel. So if you're looking for a way to support either me or anything that we do here on the channel, or perhaps you might be just looking for other ways to get involved, do check out what we have in the memberships tab. But until then, do keep an eye out on the channel for tomorrow. We're going to be releasing a video for Gigantamax Rillaboom. Let's see how hard these things are really going to be. I appreciate you all. Thank you all for the love and support. Good luck on your hunt, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.